And good afternoon. We are having some sort of severe weather as we look to southern Lauderdale County. I know in other portions of the county you're going, what are you talking about? Well, that's the case as we see thunderstorms in Lauderdale County starting to move into that southwest corner. We also got a bunch across Clarke and Jasper counties and Newton County. You get ready to be rocked here in a few moments. Now, we have no warnings out, but the wind is pretty bad. We'll look at radar first, and we've already had one home damaged in the last few moments. It's got a tree through it. We just posted that. If you hadn't seen that, we'll show that. Let's go to radar now as we'll look at these storms of where it is and what's going on. Here's what we have. A few showers in Lauderdale County, but as we get further to that southwest corner, it gets bad into Clarke County. Look at these storms that are brewing here out of Jasper County. No warning, but Newton County, Lawrence, these areas here along Highway 15, be ready. Let's move in and look at what we've got. We're going to start in Lauderdale County, and we'll work our way down so you'll be well aware of this. Now, we've had high winds, especially right here around the Evangel Temple, all of this area. And Valley Road is where the home is that got hit by a tree just a moment ago. As we zoom in on this, here's Greg's Fireworks. Over here is Long Creek Ball Field. And just below that, it is flooding heavy. To the in the southwest corner, as we move right over here at Stuckey's Bridge, Dunn's Falls, and right there at Goodwater Baptist Church, it is bad flooding. Highway 59, that area, as you come out of Clarke County into Lauderdale County, you can't see the road. Now, we look to Enterprise. Look at this at Enterprise and Stonewall. Flooding, Highway 11. If you're in these areas, be careful. Also, if you're going to be cutting across from Pachuta there on Highway 512 to Clarke to Quitman, it's going to be rough there. Here at the split, as you get to 512 and Highway 18, look at that right there. Heavy all the way down to the Methodist Church there to Harmony. Tons of rain there. All around the post office. Now, as we get here, the northern portion of the lake is going to be a little bit worse there as you get to Lake Edens. As we go northward and we get right here to the courthouse in Paulding and northward, look at this. These are the areas that's going to be affected. Montrose getting a lot of rain in Jasper County right now. We have one storm here that should be at Garlandville within the next 22 minutes, be at Baxter, and 22 minutes. Both of those areas right there around Garlandville is going to get it there on Highway 15. Montrose, you have a storm right there that's going to move just south of Lawrence. Could move on into Scott County. We'll watch this storm closely, but a lot of wind with this. Now, we've got power outages that we need to tell you about also. Let's go here and pull up our, let me refresh, make sure we've got the absolute latest when it comes to outages. Here's what we have as we pull this up tonight. As we go to EMEPA, we have one person in the northern portion of the county. That's going to be right here on Highway 39, one person without power. As we move southward, here's the Zero community. Let's move a little bit closer on this and look at this road here of where this is. It's going to be Causeyville Road, about 14 homes without power right there on that road. And as we back out, let me come over here and let's go out to the Clarkdale community. There at Wynot, we've got about 12 homes without power right there. As we zoom in, this is going to be on Jamie Robertson Road, right there at the intersection of Bethany Church Loop, and a few homes right there at that intersection, Bethany Loop Road in the Wynot community. Now let's go back over here and see what we've got. As we get into Clarke County, we've got about 10 homes here also without power right now. Let's look at this where we are. Here's County Road 370. This is going to be on County Road 373 in Clarke County, roughly about 10 homes. Now this is nothing drastic at this point, but again, we have power outages. Now, let's show you how this wind has been doing, and then we're going to look at how much the wind is blowing. Let's go back over here now and look at radar, a different radar that I've got. We're going to start here at Meridian. In Meridian, right now, we've got gusts of about 11 miles an hour. As you come across to the state line, it gets up to about 13 or 14. As we get into Philadelphia, you'll notice that we got wind gusts right now of about 31 miles an hour around Philadelphia on the outskirts on that eastern side of Philadelphia. Now, let's go due south of the airport. Let's look at this as we go here. As we follow 59 down, 9, 10, and right here into Clarke County, we start seeing about 22 mile an hour gust. As we get into Quitman area, look at that, 32 miles an hour. And most of Clarke County is holding steady at this 27 to 33 mile an hour gust right now as we get right there to the state line. Let's look at Butler, Alabama. Y'all are bringing in 27 mile an hour gust at this point. Again, these are wind gusts. 25 York, you're a little less. About like Meridian, 11 to 12 there. Thomasville, Alabama, you got gusts of about 18. Down in Waynesboro, we're looking at about 26. Where you see this yellow, it's a little bit worse on the outskirts. Let's look at this. On the outskirts of equipment here, we're looking at about 36. Here's Summerall, DeSoto, 33. The Hale community, about 35. And over in Harmony, gust of about 34. What does that tell us? That it's going to be some tree limbs fall. I'm not sure that I showed that. I said I was, and I don't think we did. Let's go here. This is what's happened in Lauderdale County on Valley Road. A tree has fallen. It has hit a mobile home. Here's what we're looking at. A huge limb broke off of that tree and hit this. Now, here's another angle of this, of what the damage has done. This is not the first time that it's happened here where these mobile homes are. I know a few months ago, a huge tree leveled one. Fortunately, no one was hurt, and it doesn't look to be that anybody is hurt here, but it is major structural damage. As you can see, the roof line has bowed there, and we've got bowing underneath this window here. So some damage is done to the home that they'll have to do some repairs on. Not raining on them, but again, it's still a situation that you don't want to deal with after you get off work. Either, is it? It's not. Everybody's going to live and be okay, but not the best situation that you want to be a part of tonight. Now, let me make sure we don't have any warnings or anything that have come in through the state. I don't see anything. We are picking up a little bit more rain. Let me pull this in Lauderdale County now as we look at I-20 starting to get rain. This is going to be just past the Meehan exit coming in to where the split is. Y'all be careful. And I use my famous word, y'all. That means everybody. As you get near that split meridian, we don't want any wrecks happening there. See that? Here, the split is coming in on that. Let's look at our locations, get some better views of this. This is heavy rain. Meehan, right there at the Volunteer Fire Department on 80. It's pouring rain there. If you're in that community, you know. Right past the prison is where all this picks up. Right there, look at that. Raining heavy at the prison. Now, this is going to be making its way on the outskirts of the airport now. We're starting to see a little drizzle as it makes its way toward MCC. Nothing horrible at this point, but it's coming. Here's Al's Garden and Gia, the Rock House, right along in there, the back porch. Rain not there yet, but it's close. As we come over to Sam's Club, we're already showing a pretty good shower there at Bonita. It's not horrible. It's not like what we've got out by the jail on the western side of Lauderdale County, but still, it's moderate to heavy rain that's coming down on you there. Super windy, Highway 494 Prestoning is telling us. Now, if y'all happen to have any of this huge wind that is coming down, my first indication was right out on 22nd Avenue. The wind was starting to pick up, and the further south we went, and sure enough, we had that tree hit the home, and the further south you go to Quitman, the worse it is there. Diane, thank you for watching. Tennessee joining us this afternoon. Preston, Mississippi, all clear at this point. We don't have anything going there. Watching from DeKalb. DeKalb is all good at this point. And again, these areas here in northern Lauderdale County, you wouldn't even know that there's any rain going on in the southern portions of the county, as you'll see. Pretty good there. We got some rain here at Preston that's coming up on Linville. It's not horrible. It's some moderate rain there. Right here is going to be Highway 16 as you get right there to Cleveland where the swimming pool is. If you go north there, 495, 493, those areas, it stops short of making it into Linville at this point. Some heavy showers there on 493 and 495, and there at the old airport, right there at the airstrip, we've got some showers there just to the west of 493, and it would be east of 495 there. Williams Field is what that is. A little bit of rain occurring there. A small shower, as we're showing there at Nanawaya at the Indian Mounds. As we go out to Bennsville, Mississippi, a shower there that is extending north to across White Horse Mountain into Noxubee County. Nothing else really to speak of in those areas. Most of the rain is south of there as we look at this. Montrose getting a lot of rain there on Highway 15. Garlandville, it's flooding there if you're in Jasper County. And all of this area there around Rose Hill Cemetery, out at the post office, those areas there and south of there, heavy rain. Now we're showing a lot in Clarke County. Look at that around Clarke County that we're looking at. Long's Fish Camp over at the Pig is not as bad as it is back at the fish camp. At Pachuta northward, it's going to be heavy. All around that northern end of Lake Edens, heavy rain there also. Now, as we go a little further west, let's go over here and look at Smith County. We're starting to show some showers there around Raleigh. If you're watching us from Taylorsville this evening, a lot of lightning hits in this area here. That struck at 7 o'clock. That was 60 seconds ago. We're showing some lightning hits right due northwest of Taylorsville. Be careful. McGee, a lot of rain there. Let's look at some of these lightning hits that are happening in Jasper County. About 3 minutes ago, we had a lot of lightning hits there, 6:58. Not as much lightning striking in Clarke County at the moment. That was over 10 minutes ago. Here at Enterprise, we had a lightning bolt. What did that do? At 6:59. So 3 minutes ago, we had one hit just on the east of downtown Enterprise. Lauderdale County not showing a lot of lightning strikes at the moment. Again, look at these two little booger bears that keep wanting to jump up right there. Again, if you live in Baxter, this community right here in Jasper County on Highway 15, just shy of the Newton County line, it's going to be a thunder boomer upon you within about 16 minutes. Y'all be prepared for that. Nothing has made it to I-20 in Newton County yet. We are seeing it here in Lauderdale County. 701. All right, let's go back and check our power outages, make sure there's been no changes of that. We were sitting at a few more of those a while ago, and still the same amount as we pull this up to show you. 26 on the eastern side out by Wyandotte without power, about 10 in Stonewall in Clarke County, just north of Stonewall, and then we have one in Lauderdale County. And again, it's been extremely windy, but no warnings for us at this point. Let me check the National Weather Service to make sure they hadn't sent something that is new that I don't know about. All right, I just got this in about Newton County. Let me read this to you. A strong thunderstorm will impact northwestern Jasper, southwestern Newton County, northeastern Smith, and southeastern Scott counties through about 7:30 p.m. is what the National Weather Service is telling us. We're going to have wind gusts up to about 40 miles an hour. Again, that's going to be Smith, Scott, Newton counties until about 7:30. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. We're well aware of that, aren't we? The strong thunderstorm will be Montrose and Roberts by 6:55. It's already passed through that as it makes its way toward Newton County. So even the National Weather Service is now commenting on what is coming into Newton County. Let's go back to radar and let y'all look at this. There we go. And this is the storm that it is currently talking about here. That's going to blow through Newton, Scott, and Jasper County right here in this corner is where we're expecting it to be the worst there. Now let's turn this off and let y'all see. Let's put this in motion of what the storm is doing. As you'll see, those storms there, this rain that's in Lauderdale County right now is going to be moving into Newton County also. So y'all expect that. If you live in Hickory, Newton, those areas, you should get a little bit of rain here in a little while. Lawrence, you're going to get worse. Forest, Mississippi, you're going to get a lot of rain if you're in Scott County. Morton, if you're watching in that area, right along there. Let's turn this off now and zoom in here. These areas here, as you'll see these storms approaching, is moving across, and we'll go through here. Hickory, getting some rain now. Pretty good bit there. Let's see what else. And again, if you've got... if you're seeing things, let us know so we can pass that along to anybody else. Looks like we got us a spammer, Catherine. That's what it sure looks like to me. They're asking for friends. Y'all be careful. They troll everything these days. All right, let's get rid of her. Let me go ahead and just... She's going away, so she won't bother y'all anymore. So she's been deleted. So I saw some telephone numbers going up, and that caught my attention there. And you don't want to give those folks your telephone numbers. They're never understood how they can get somebody for talking about something local or posting a picture, and they shut your account down, but they let that go on all day, every day on everybody. They just bother people, don't they? All right, as we look at Taylorsville, let's get back to business as we're looking at rain. Again, we're fortunate now that there are no thunderstorm warnings in the area whatsoever. Just heavy rain. A lot of wind is our concern tonight. We want you to be aware of that. I don't want you to get hit and unexpected by this. It looks like that threat is moving out of the 45 Evangel Temple area and moved all the way in that western side. Let's go here and look at what we've got showing here with the wind in Lauderdale County now. of where it is as it moves across here. Enterprise still at 31. This western side meridian has calmed down about 10 miles an hour out near the airport. The wind gust is what we're looking at. By the time we get to Newton, it's about the same as meridian, anywhere from 9 to 10. But just south of you is we'll see the pickup. Here's Montrose there, Moss Hill, Enterprise 31, and we've got these sections here, Pachuta at 30 mile an hour gusts, Bay Springs at 21. And again, this is moving this direction here toward this area here. Hickory getting a little bit of that rain there. Butler, Alabama, about the same. No changes on any of that. Let's just hit refresh. It cannot hurt. Yeah, nothing's different on that. The same old same. And we go back to that regular radar. That's what we're looking at. See how that's moved toward Chunky here in the last few moments. So the eastern side of Lauderdale County is moving out. Western areas, be ready. You're going to get wet. Pachuta, the rain is starting to move out. Stonewall, you're even seeing a break now, and we start seeing this move on into Jasper fully out of there. So these counties right along in there is what we're looking at. We hadn't had any of these swirls on this one, but we have had that wind. Let me make sure I hadn't gotten any new text messages of any damage here. Okay, I just got a message that Windsor Road and Country Place Drive have a tree blocking the road. It is getting windy there. And let me show you, let's see here, where that's going to be. Let's just go out this direction here. This is going to be Windsor Road, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right there, Country Place. This is where a tree is blocking the road, right there. Now, if you're trying to figure out where this is Highway 493 as you're coming out of Meridian Caters Market after you pass PV headquarters, the old Dot and Bills. As you go out, this will be on the left, your first left road after you get out of town, Windsor, right there at Country Place. We got a tree. If you're going to be in that area, we got one down on that area there that I just got a message on. So be careful. Avoid that area if you've got to. You can go back to Meridian. Over if you're coming from this side, King Road will lead you right to North Hill Street, or you can go out to Pine Springs Road to hit Highway 19 if you're trying to get around, get somewhere into town, and you normally go this way into Meridian. Your best route would be King Road to North Hill Street. As you can see, we got Highway 19 here that connects to all of that. The rain, again, away from you in those areas, but it's been windy. We've got a lot of dry weather, and a lot of these trees are starting to pop. Sirens going across Dogwood Lake Road. That's not far from where that is. I'm not quite sure why the sirens would be blocking. It should be working on YouTube. Look up Scotty Ray Report. Scotty Ray Report. That should be live and broadcasting there on YouTube. Let me see here if I've gotten any more message about this. Several people asking about the sirens. I'm not quite sure why that would be going off, other than it's an alarm of some sort going off for that tree down on that road. I hadn't gotten any text from any emergency officials dealing with any of that. I'm just double checking all my messages is what I'm doing as I go through this. Let's see here. Let me double check some other stuff, other messages. Getting a lot of pictures of clouds. Got some pretty stuff that we'll be posting of scuba. Absolutely gorgeous. We always love your pictures that come in on that. I was looking to make sure we didn't have any more tree pictures that had come in. Let me refresh everything. Now, if you're just tuning into the broadcast, we do not have any warnings. I want to be sure that everybody understands that. Nothing like that going on. Let me go back and double check show you what I got here to make sure nothing new. Same numbers that we have on power outages. We just have a bunch of wind moving through the area right now. Lightning up in Lauderdale County as we look at this, and this is a lot better than it was when we started just a little bit ago. So at the end of the day, this is what we're going to see over the next 30 to 40 minutes. This western side here moving out of Lauderdale County. Chunky, these areas along Hickory, Newton, I-20, Lawrence. I'll be ready. You're going to get some rain, especially here around Lawrence as this moves out of here. Highway 15 from Lewin to Newton. There's going to be a lot of rain in that particular area. Raleigh, you're still getting pounded down here, but no warnings. This is going to be at Mize and Cahey within the next 10 to 15 minutes in both of those areas. McGee, all of that west of here, will have a bunch of that. Let's see here. And yes, I cannot text and chew bubble gum at the same time. I was trying to answer a text of what areas to look for. And we do need rain, Beverly. And we had a question about Neshoba County. Let me show you what we got going on up here. Neshoba County looks great. We got this one little bitty shower here that is flowing. That is coming across Clarke County there. As we're coming out of Kemper County and Neshoba County, some showers. Nothing big. And let me put this back in motion for everybody. As we hit play, the majority of this heavy rain is going to clip into Newton County and to Scott County, and then it will be out of our area for the time being. It's going to be some rain in those areas there. It doesn't look like most of Lauderdale County will get that rain. That's a wrap of what we've got. We'll keep you updated as should a warning be issued. If we have any threats, we'll come back and keep everybody up to date. Thank you for joining us. Again, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 6:30, or if something breaks out tonight, we'll let you know right here at the Scotty Ray Report. Thank y'all. God bless, and we'll keep you informed at the report. Thanks so much.